Okay, so here's a report on the first ever use of the backhoe. Definitely many issues. We bit down as far as one little hole here, so that's a single bite. It actually works nice with the curl, and we dumped a little bit of soil here, but many issues came up. Here's a major culprit. So it turns out the cylinder, the stick cylinder, pretty much bends. That's too weak. There's a bend right in there. That's catastrophic. Can't really work with that now. The shaft doesn't really go back in. As far as the main boom cylinder, that lifts the structure up and down properly. As far as the curl cylinder for the bucket, that works well. No problems there. Various issues like this plate mounting here, those two bolts there, they tend to shift the plate. We have an issue with this fitting. When you take the boom cylinder all the way up, it actually hits into the boom cylinder itself. Issue there. Regarding other features, like we mounted this right here, that's a decent mounting location. As far as the pins, all these need proper bushings and tightness on them. Otherwise, the 3-inch pins, they're working pretty well. There's no issues there. They're a tight fit. Both here, as far as the main pin here. Now, we noticed that the side-to-side motion, upon moving all the way back to one side without the legs in place, because we're not using the legs right now, I couldn't move the boom back into position. Now, we're not using the legs because they're too wobbly. I mean, you can see here that that's just a loose fit with a pin. There's a pin, pretty loose fit, so that pretty much, when you rip forward with the curl of the bucket, that moves the tractor forward. So what I did here is simply move the entire structure into the ground with a loader to fix it in the ground. Additions here, we'd have to definitely shorten the length of these leg cylinders. That's another item to do. Now, the tractor itself, so comfortable seat, but these small cylinders for the arms, we can't actually lift the whole backhoe off the ground, so we're pretty much dragging it. And we see kind of see how I dragged it out of the workshop. It's kind of dragging here into position, but we got it into position here just for some test digging, but not being able to lift it completely off the ground. As far as lifting the structure itself, yes, we can lift it to vertical position and put it so it looks like a real backhoe, but can't lift the actual loader off the ground. Our valve here is working nicely. This is a 6-spool valve. That's pretty good. We've got the hoses, which are routed along the length of the backhoe. See on the other side, there no problems with that right now. Just for an initial test, everywhere we have quick couplers for easy adjustability here. So for example, one of the long hoses we have extended in length because we ran out of length. Yep, so lots of work to do on this definitely, but nice initial result. So that's prototype 1 of this properly articulated backhoe. That's what it is. And we'll get back to it, and right now we're going right into the iron worker and leave this behind for a little while until we get some more work on the iron worker. That's a report. October 23rd. We're in on Wednesday in October.